this has been remedied in different jurisdictions. One is, as I like to call it, the danger zone requirement, which basically says that a plaintiff can only recover if they were really in an immediate risk of harm occurring to them. So you witness an injury taking place, and you suffer anguish, but it's not enough. You have to be in an actual zone of danger at the time. Another is the classes of relations, and there's other different policy concerns driving these limitations, and I think one of the ridiculous ones is illustrated in Rapido. And the court says, I quote, "Humans have an affinity to bond with an infinite number of beings. Allowing claims for emotional distress after an injury to a dog would then create a precedent for allowing claims for birds and insects, and they list a huge number of different beings." I mean, this is really ridiculous formalistic logic. And I think that it goes without saying that first off, they're applying this inadequate and inappropriate conception of animals as property. But second, they're not assessing relationships by the quality of the relationship, but based on the type. So I think that's really problematic just in itself. The intimate relationship requirement between the plaintiff and the victim. In the United States, there was this case in the 1960s called Dillon versus Legg, and basically in that case they set out a test for bystander distress, and they said that, well, you can claim if you are closely related to the victim, and basically they set out categories of plaintiffs that were excluded from intimate relations, and they limited this in terms of who could claim to parents and siblings and possibly grandparents and children. So really, and also spouses, of course. So there's this kind of set of different relationships that are recognized by the law. And the bond between an animal guardian and their companion animal is not given the same recognition. Other notable categories of plaintiffs who are excluded from intimate relations include close friends and same-sex partners. So it's really kind of a traditional, very conservative view of intimate relations.